Hey all you doodoo gamers, and welcome to the channel. Now, as the second best nuzlocker in the world, I will be doing a Pokémon Hardcore Nuzlocke, but I'm adding a fun twist to it. Normally when your Pokémon faint, they die. But what if I told you that that Pokémon is now a cute anime girl? Well, today we're gonna find out together as we encounter, train, and catch these cute anime girls. You know what? Maybe I didn't think this one through. Moving on, the rules are listed down below. You got it? Good. We are playing Mega Fire Red version where up to Gen 4 is included, Mega Evolutions, and Fairy types. And with all that out of the way, we can finally begin our adventure. I almost always pick the girl because boys are always dope, but that's not true for Gen 1 and 2, cause Red and Gold rule.
Yeah, boy.
And when naming him, I wanted a name that really fit. Yep, that fits. And with that, we go to see the starter Pokemon, and I picked the option that I think is cutest, which is pretty cool, because I never picked Bulbasaur, as the other two are normally way cooler. Now that we got Gooby, we beat our rival, and I get our Pokeball. And then we run into our first encounters. We got Zigzagoon on Route 1, then I pick up a Mankey on Route 22, I pick up a Poochyena on Route 2, and finally we get a Caterpie in Viridian Forest, and I immediately evolve him. Oh my gosh, he's so cute!
I'm going to jail!
And for the Pokemon, I named them Goon, Monkey, Good Girl, and Boobs. I know, very original. In the first gym, Brock is really easy. I have Vine Whip and Low Kick, and that should easily sweep his team without losing any Pokemon. Already? With the Boulder Badge in our pocket and Goon off the team, we need to fill the 2 empty spots available. So on Route 3, I pick up a Magikarp for $500, and then I head into Mount Moon ready to get a Zubat, as I'd already planned for Crobat on the team. But, whoa, dude! Wait, oh shoot, how many Pokeballs do I have? Yep, I get a Beldum, but I only have 8 Pokeballs to catch him. Beldum only has like a 1% catch, and I got it. We get to Cerulean City, and I face my rival, Boogs, no! Ugh. And with that, we're down another member already. But luckily, we were able to find a Mudkip on Route 24, and I name him Kippy. Next, I skip the joke about Bill's weird Pokemon fetish that every Pokemon YouTuber uses. Now, after a few evolutions, our current team is Gooby, Monkey, Good Girl, Kippy, Bot, and Air Snake. And looking at my team, it looks incredible. At this point, I'm ready to go fight the next gym badge against Misty, and done. Probably the easiest fight I've ever had thanks to Goobs and our Air Snake over here. Next, we make our way over to Boat Guy after railing my rival, who appears to be French. After we, the 12-year-old, give the cat a good ol' rubbing, we get cut. Yeah, nothing weird happened here.
You need serious help.
And next up was Lieutenant Surge. The fight begins where he has an Emolga, and I send out Good Girl, which lowers the attack, and it allows me to easily pivot into Kippy to avoid the electric attack. He then uses Acrobatics, hits me for a bit, but then I take him out with an easy Rock Tomb. He then sends out Raichu next, his best Pokemon, and me knowing that's way too early, he's gotta have a counter for my Pokemon somehow. So I switch out, and of course, because I'm the second best Nuzlocker in the world, he hits me with Grass Knot. I frickin' knew it! I poison the Raichu and whittle down his health with Razor Leaf until he goes down. Next, he sends out Luxio, which I do the same thing, but then I have to end up switching into Gyarados to lower the attack, but then he uses a full heal and it's time to switch back to Gooby. Then switching back into Air Snake to lower the attack even further and tank the Fire Fang. And then after all that switching, I realized I had forgotten about Kippy and switched into him, avoided the Thunderbolt, and easily took him out with one dig. He then sends out Magneton, who I take down with a quick dig, and like that, we had gotten the Thunder Badge. And after I've gotten the Thunder Badge, I head back out, get a Vulpix on Route 711? I don't remember. What should I name him? Oh, I got it. I name him Naruto.
Believe it!
And on to Rock Tunnel. And on to Google. And on to Images. And we're ready to go. And finally out of Rock Tunnel, and the video getting longer and longer, it's time to speed things up a bit. Lavender Town, Route 7, Growlithe, good boy. Team Rocket, easy. Poke Tower, rival, wipe, punk ass. You know what? I probably shouldn't have kept those two statements together. Encounter, Sableye, frickin' catch. Gotcha. Name?
ジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れ海砂利水魚の水魚松雲来松風来松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事のブラ工事パイポパイポパイポのシューリンガンのグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の超助
Or Gotcha for short. Poke Flute. And on to Celadon City. Next up, I gotta get one of the fire types that I had caught up to snuff so I can take out Erika. Naruto, Are you ready for a training arc?
Believe it!
Oh, it's time. After evolving Naruto into his Ninetales state, we head off to the gym. We enter the gym and Naruto easily takes down his first challenger. Next up, too easy. Next fight was Erika, the grass-type gym leader. She began with the Vileplume and Naruto got hit with the poison powder pretty early, but this is Naruto we're talking about, so he easily took down her first Pokemon. Next up was Leafeon. And though he didn't one-shot her, he did get her burned and she decided to dig her own grave out of complete embarrassment. Tangela was next and I wasn't sure what she had up her sleeve, but with Naruto poisoned, I wasn't willing to risk him at that point, so I switch out Monkey to finish her off, but sadly, Monkey had no chance. And it was sad, but, well, okay, not really. I had already planned on benching him after Silphco, so it really wasn't too devastating. Next up, I sent out Air Snake, who gets crit immediately and has to be switched out to protect him. So I switched into Good Girl as she was fresh and would easily lower his attack by another stage, but Fate is a cruel bastard and her Tangela gets a second crit Giga Drain. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, you're kidding. Another one? Now this was devastating. There was only one person who could clean up this mess. Only one person we could trust to take out the Tangela. And that is our team's #1 knucklehead Pokemon, Naruto.
Believe it!
He comes out, outspeeds, and gets a one-shot on Tangela. The very last Pokemon, Victory Bell. Naruto was exhausted at this point, but with everything he had, he used Flamethrower, and down goes the Victory Bell. This battle was hard fought and unlucky. We had a couple of casualties, but Naruto came in clutch at the end, proving that she had the grit to earn a spot on our team. But then I stuck him back in the box cause whoa! Our canine stats are way better! Holy crap! Now with Good Boy on our team, it was time to storm a mega corporation in the tech sector as a 12-year-old. Yep, that checks out. We make our way to Giovanni and we start destroying him, like absolutely annihilating his Pokemon. I mean, we speedrun him so fast, I'm starting to think it's gonna be an easy dub. That is until his Kangaskhan came out. And this level of absolute garbage was ridiculous. I switched from Sableye into Kippy, take a crunch and a Dizzy Punch and get confused, and then I hit myself in confusion. Yeah, so things are going pretty well so far. I then switch into Air Snake, lower his attack. Psh, that's nothing. I miss an Aqua Tail, and then finally after getting one, I decided to switch into Good Boy. Because lowering his attack even further to a total of 2 stages, this attack should do basically nothing. I mean, unless he gets like a crit or something. Wow. I then switch back into Gyarados so I can lower his attack by a total of 3 stages. At this point, 3 stages lowered, this attack should do nothing. I mean, unless he gets another second crit in a row, but that's never happened.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And just like that, we had lost one of our best Pokemon. You know what? I might be stupid, I might be dumb, but you know what, guys? I just couldn't help myself. I kept thinking, 4 stages? If I could just lower it 4 stages, it'll be fine. Good Boy can take it. I mean, as long as he doesn't get a 3rd crit. You know, actually, you know what, guys? Let's just do the math real quick. Find out what the odds of that are, okay? So you carry the 1, keep the bottom. Okay, so we got the odds, and the odds of that are impossible, dude. They're impossible. I mean, guys, okay, hear me out. This was a 1 in 4,096 chance to happen. I mean, I can't freaking believe!
I don't believe it!
And with Giovanni defeated, we move on to Sabrina, and no, we do not have a good replacement for Air Snake yet, but at least we got Naruto to fill in for Good Boy.
Believe it!
Good to have you back, Naruto. He's able to 2-hit the Espeon, and then she sends out Mr. Mime. I put a burn on him, and he puts up a barrier. Then I use Hex, and down goes the Mr. Mime. I go for the same strategy on Grumpig, and it works just like it did last time. Next, she sends out the Giraffe Ridge, where I pivoted into Gotcha to avoid the psychic attack. Now, feeling like a complete genius, I use Fake Out for the free damage, and it turns out Giraffe Ridge can't be flinched. So she gets off of Calm Mind, and now I'm starting to sweat. I need to take him down next hit with a knockoff, but sadly that doesn't happen, and I know what's coming. Second Calm Mind? Yep, and after this, I'm guessing he has no moves that can actually hit me, so I easily take her out with 1 more knockoff. And next she sends out the Gardevoir, and if I remember correctly, Fairy type is in the game, so I switch to Bot immediately and tank the Fairy type move that I was expecting. How did I know? How did I know? Dude, I'm so incredible. I'm the second best Nuzlocker in the world. Of course I did. And I crit her with the bullet punch, and down she goes. The last Pokemon is Alakazam. He gets off the Calm Mind and goes into an Earth Sphere. And then I realized, well, wait a second, he has Earth Sphere and Calm Mind? Dude, he's gotta have Psychic and Future Sight as well. And then I remembered I have a really good friend who avoids Psychic and fighting moves. And with that, Sabrina was defeated. With our 5th gym badge acquired, I am hyped up as the past 3 gym badges were fairly difficult, and I couldn't wait to see what they were gonna throw at me in the next 3 gym battles.
That's too damn bad!
Cause Blaine and Koga were way too easy, and I'm just gonna skip over them cause they're boring. The only information you really need to know is I caught a Nidorino in the Safari Zone, and then thanks to the Dupe's Claws was able to get a Charmeleon on Mount Ember. And back at Viridian City, it's time to rematch Giovanni, who took out 2 of my strongest Pokemon. And we have our Elite 4 team ready: Gooby, Gotcha, Bot, Kippy, Naruto, and Duke. And the only thing left to do was get our 8th gym badge. I lead into the battle with Naruto. But frick, dude, I totally forgot about strategy as the last 2 gyms were way too easy, and I sent in Naruto on a rock and ground type. And with all the rock and ground types Giovanni has, Naruto is essentially useless here.
I can't believe it!
I switch into Kippy and one-shot the Rhydon and Nidoking, and then he sends out Kangaskhan, and I hit him with a Rock Tomb to slow him down. I then switch into Gooby, who Mega Evolves and takes down the Kangaskhan easily with the Mega Drain. He then sends out Flygon, who I luckily beat after getting a Growth off during his Hyper Potion. And from here, he sends out Tyranitar, who had Earthquake. And I'm not willing to risk Goobs on a stupid, dumb crit Earthquake, so I sacrificed Naruto as I had another Fire type in the box to cover his loss.
I can't believe it!
And now I get my clean switch into Duke to take out the Tyranitar. But I massively overestimate Duke's attack, and he couldn't take it out. And after losing 2 members, I could not risk losing anybody else, so I sent out Gooby as he was the best option, and it turns out he was never in any danger and could easily take out the Tyranitar. I'm not entirely sure if that would have killed without the crit, but it doesn't matter. Goobs cleans out the Nidoqueen, and there you go, we got 8 badges. Now the only problem is our team has 2 spots that need to be filled, and Naruto was easy as Charmeleon was in the box for us. But then for the last one, I got a great idea. There was one city I had yet to catch Pokemon in, and with a specific encounter I could control, I realized I could still head into the Pokemon League with an incredible team. I head back to Celadon City and waste my time gambling my life away. 3,000, alright, I think that's what we needed to get the Dratini, or at least I hope so. Now with all 8 badges, I prepare my final team: Gooby, Gotcha, Bot, Kippy, and the 2 newbies on our team, Gambler and Bowsette. We then easily wipe through our rival, make our way through Victory Road, and to the Pokemon League. First up was Lorelei, and she was pretty simple. It really just came down to whether or not Bot got crit round 1. Spoilers, he didn't. We wiped out her Weavile with Power Up Punch, and then got another attack stage from Meteor Mash, the next Pokemon. And from there, he just wiped out the rest of her Pokemon with one-shots. And just like that, we had defeated Lorelei of the Elite 4. But next was Bruno, who had 1 terrifying monster on his team. His first Pokemon was Medicham, who had Acupressure, which raises a random stat by 2 stages. That doesn't sound too scary, right? I mean, unless it's the right stat, like, I don't know, maybe attack? Oh god, of course! Yep, and like that, he was ready to sweep all my Pokemon. But luckily I had Gotcha on my team, who avoided all normal, psychic, and fighting moves in the game. And I took a gamble that Medicham only had these moves, and I was correct, but that left him only using Acupressure over and over again. And it took a while, Gotcha finally took down Medicham. This Pokemon was the single strongest Pokemon out there at the time. It had +6 attack, speed, defense, special attack, and then +4 evasion, special defense, and accuracy. Absolutely would have wiped through my entire team if Gotcha had not taken him out. After that, we were able to wipe through the rest of Bruno's team, make our way to Agatha, who should have been pretty easy on paper. Everything's going fine. She sends out Gengar on my Dragonite, uses Dazzle, definitely super effective. I have to switch him out, but it's not a big deal. I have Bot to pivot into who will easily take a fairy type move with this steel typing. Next thing was to use Zen Headbutt, easily take down Gengar, and everything was going to plan. Wait, what? No, frig! Dude, I'm an idiot! And just like that, Bot was gone. 1 minute there at full strength, the next completely wiped. I dealt with the rest of Agatha's team and ran into Lance with pure hot rage after losing Bot. The plan was simple. Pull out Bowsette, Mega Evolve her, use her ability Tough Claws, and Dragon Claw my way through the entire team. But whoops! I forgot to switch Bot with Bowsette, and Gooby came out because he was next in line. So thinking on my feet, I decided, you know what, what's the odds that he one-shots me? So I go for a Growth. Thanks to some sort of speed EV magic, I was able to outspeed the Gyarados. After 2 growths, I was able to take out the Gyarados with +4 special attack, full health thanks to some full restores on Lance's part, and Giga Drain coming in clutch. Next, the Aerodactyl came out and used Aerial Ace. But I did get a crit Giga Drain on him, bringing me back to nearly full HP for his next Pokemon. He then sends out Mega Latios. I know that a single crit or even a high roll on his Psychic might kill me, but it's a risk I have to take, so I use Strength, and for some reason he uses Magikarp. Okay, buddy. And now with his Latias down, he sends out Dragonite. Gooby was near death, and I knew Dragonite would one-shot any Pokemon I sent out, so there was only one option. Gotcha, you've done great till now. But, and with a clean switch to Bowsette, I Mega Evolve, I tear through his team with a whopping 300 super effective damage on Dragon Claw, and with that I had defeated Lance. This was by far the toughest battle of the Elite Four so far. But next was the champion. So I had a pretty good strategy going into this fight. First was his Pidgeot, who I would have Dragonite use Thunderbolt on. The only problem was it didn't do as much as I thought it would. And with him lowering my accuracy by 2 stages and living a few Thunderbolts, I decided it was time to switch. And apparently so did he, so lucky for me, I had given Kippy Ice Beam, which I had set aside for another Pokemon. Well, this is stupid. Yep, he outspeeds me, gets the Sword Stance, and is able to survive my Ice Beam. With this, I am left with no other option. Kippy has to go down, allowing me to switch into Gambler and outspeed and take out the Haxorus. He sends out the Cradilly, I use Dragon Tail to try to switch it back out, and he had Suction Cups, so it didn't work. And I am forced to sack Gambler so I can get a clean switch on my next Pokemon. My plan had always been to use Cradilly to set up my Venusaur. I would use 3 growths and easily take the poison attacks without getting poisoned thanks to my poison typing. I was able to use Giga Drain to restore my health back to full. He then sends out his Pidgeot, which I easily outspeed and take out. And then he sends out his Mega Charizard. And there's the Mega... Frick! He's 75?! Who was 15 levels higher than me? Even with Gooby's bulk and ability Thick Fat, a crit from Fire Blast would absolutely take me out. So I Mega Evolve and wait, as I know that this entire run, this entire game, comes down to a 1 in 16 chance that I get crit. Whoa, no way! Dude, we can win this! That's right, the Fire Blast and Mist, I got him down to yellow on a 4x strength, and for some reason used Metal Claw next turn. No clue why, but I'm not gonna complain about it. And just like that, the Mega Charizard goes down, and Metagross is up next. And with Goobs too important to lose, I switch out as I'm not willing to risk him on a dumb Psychic crit. So I switch into Bowsette and take down the Metagross with 2 Flamethrowers. But sadly, this is it for Bowsette, as she goes down honorably, trying to get a burn on the Gyarados. Now this was it, a 1v1, down to our last Pokemon, and with sweat pouring, nerves high, and my butt clenched, I sent out Gooby and used Growth as he hit me with Thrash. I used Synthesis to try to stall until Confusion sets in, and to my luck, he hits himself in Confusion while I get a Giga Drain. I heal up a bit, but he's not done yet. He uses Thrash one more time and does not get a crit. And with this, I get one final Giga Drain and take down the Gyarados and defeat the champion. Oh my god! How did I win that? And just like that, we had defeated the champion. But as we made our way into the Hall of Fame, I know I should have been happy, but I felt a bit sad. The adventure was over, and I had gotten so invested in this run. We had so many losses, but it felt poetic that I ended the run with Gooby, the first partner I had, and with me and Gooby staring off into the sunset after we had made it to the end, I know our team was looking down on us proud that we had made sure their deaths were not in vain. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It really goes a long way, as I'm a really tiny YouTube channel, and doing that really helps me in the algorithm. I put in quite a bit of effort into this video, so if you guys like this kind of content and want more, well, then I got something for you. I've already completed and I'm currently editing and scripting a Pokemon Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke that I did. You know what, let's just say 1 week. If you guys can hit that goal, I will get the video out to you within 1 week of that happening. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.